Hey guys, I want to do a video on something that seems to be more of a thing or becoming more popular in our industry than it used to be, and that is what we would call like a standalone air purifier, air cleaner, filters, things like that. We've even seen people come up with these funny looking inventions where they'll tape filters together with a box fan so that they're filtering air in that room. And I remember years ago when we would have these standalone type units, you could buy them online, you could have these units in the room where you plug them in the wall and they would clean the air. They were a novelty, especially with a lot of heating and air professionals. There weren't many heating and air manufacturers out there that were taking any of this sort of stuff seriously. And as time has gone on, we've seen that change a little bit. We're starting to see some of the big name brands get into this sort of game where they're offering products where homeowners can be in control of how clean the air is in their home. I'm going to highlight a few of those products later in this video. Now you might say as a homeowner, well Josh, why would I even care about any of this? I've got a UV light in my air handler. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you do or don't have these sorts of things in your heating and air system. The big thing with a lot of these indoor air quality products is you almost need a professional to maintain them, to install them, to open the cover on your heating and air system. You can actually void warranties as a homeowner messing with some of this stuff if you didn't have a professional professionally install this. Now that's not to say that you can't get a simple UV light and install it in your unit if you know what you're doing, but ultimately with some of these products, especially when we start to consider how some of the brands, like we're a Daikin dealer at Griffin Air, how Daikin has their ecosystem, how it all works together, how they have their air monitor and how it can tell the homeowner if something's wrong, but it can also turn on certain systems and have the humidity constantly being checked and the particulates in the air cleaned and so on. So we're seeing some systems out there that are quite complicated when it comes to, if you don't know what you're doing, working on those sorts of systems. And that even goes one step further when it's you're consider maintaining these sorts of items where maybe certain things need to be cleaned periodically so that you continue to get that clean air in your home. A lot of homeowners almost feel like they're out of control, like they don't have control over how all this operates. They have a professional who says they're doing what they're supposed to. I remember electronic filters for the longest time almost had this stigma of nobody maintains them correctly. So I remember a guy that I used to work for who just did not sell them, that homeowners didn't maintain them the way they should anyway. They had this false sense of I have clean air in my home because I have an electronic filter, and they weren't having the cells cleaned often, and they were basically throwing money away by having something like that in their heating and air system. So my point going over all of this is homeowners are looking for a way for them to get that control back, to know if something is wrong without having to climb under there and get to their heating and air system and see if the UV light's still working or any of that. They want a way that they can know that the air is being cleaned in their home. They can be in control of the unit that's actually cleaning the air. And so we're seeing more and more companies move towards these standalone air purifying systems, these standalone units that can be plugged in the wall, operated by the homeowner, almost separate from the heating and air system. And so one of the products I want to highlight is Daikin's new room air purifiers. These units, again, they're standalone. They use UVC light and HEPA filters to clean that air. And I've seen these units operate. This is not a novelty item that you see online and you don't really even know what you're buying. I did a YouTube short on these where I was at the AHR Expo and a lady showed where they had smoke in this glass box and she turned on the unit and it cleaned the air and removed all of that. And the other thing that's really cool about these units is you don't need to buy them directly from the contractor. You as the homeowner can go on Daikin's website. If you go to the link down in our description, and you'll be able to go there and purchase it yourself. It's not an affiliate link. I don't get anything if you click that link and go down there and purchase it. But a lot of homeowners are just looking for some way for them to be able to clean that air in their home and have that control. These units use UVC LED lights. The LED lights usually last a whole lot longer than some of the typical traditional bulbs that we're used to with UV lights. One of their units even has a built-in humidifier. And if you do go on their website and purchase this unit, they have an option for you to be able to finance that unit and purchase these units for as little as $46 a month, according to their website. Now that may change if you go to their website and it's gone up to $48 a month. Don't come after me. But I think that makes it a little more convenient, a little more affordable. They've got pictures of how big the unit is. It's actually sitting in a room and you can see that they're cosmetically pleasing, using proven technologies, and you're improving the air quality in your home. That if you have someone in your home that has breathing issues, whether it's asthma or allergies or something like that. It can capture allergens with that HEPA filter that I was talking about. It has a quiet mode, so if you, for whatever reason, you're spending time in that room and you want that unit to be a little less quiet, it'll just barely be putting out any noise. And even if you don't necessarily have breathing issues, just knowing that the air you're breathing is cleaner, that you're reducing the particulates in the air, whether it's pollen or ragweed, dust, pet dander, things like that, these units will be able to take care of all of that. And in addition to the HEPA filter, they also have a carbon filter that helps with odors and things like that. So I will say this, if you are in the market and you're looking for, some way to clean the air in your home and you don't want to necessarily pay for some of these overpriced heating and air companies to sell you products that you won't even know if it's really working, you can't lay eyes on it, you can't maintain it yourself, this might be a good option for you to look at. I'm looking at getting one for my home. I have a bunch of air cleaning products in my main system, but I have certain parts of my home that I might get one of these for that helps clean the air in those areas as well. I actually think this is just the beginning. I think you're going to see more products coming out, more companies getting into this game where homeowners can feel that they're in more control than they've been in the past, and almost kind of cut the contractor out of this relationship, that they can buy these products directly. Let me know your thoughts. Comment down below if you purchase one of these units or if you have some sort of air cleaning product separate from your heating and air system. Love to hear about that. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.